Hi, and welcome to Week 10 of the Rundown. We're getting deep into the high school football season now. I'm Ron Burke.
I'm Ruby Aurora. Ron, we are 2 weeks away from the release of playoff brackets.
And we're looking at two teams that have winning streaks on the line here. The Los Alamos Hilltoppers becoming the surprise team of the year, 8-0 in Class 5A, while the St. Michael's Horsemen are chasing history of their own. We'll hear from both head coaches.
And later, New Mexico United playing their final regular season match tonight. We'll have those highlights and post-game from the lab. But first, our game of the night, two powerhouse 6A schools going at it.
The Cleveland Storm hosting the Volcano Vista Hawks, both teams ranked in the top of the class. Let's get right to the action at Lightning Rod Stadium. Hawks, well, they're going to have the ball first as we pick it up. Volcano Vista looking to pass here with the drop back, but this throw is picked by Jacob Garcia. He would take this one the other way, and the sideline is so excited they step in, and we can't even see what's going on.
That's how you know it was a good play when you can't see
Big
it.
play action. Storm already ahead, adding to their lead there. Now they're on offense, and Cleveland's Jordan Hatch trying to buy some time, but that defense, they really make a good defensive play there to get him down to the turf. Nice sack by the D. A few plays later, Hatch dropping back. This is Evan Nanez across the middle for a nice gain. And the Storm are moving, and now it's the fourth quarter, same possession. Hatch dropping by, looking downfield. It is to Nanez.
Nice.
Into the end zone, he walks with the score, and Cleveland's just too much to handle. 49-13 over Volcano Vista.
Next up, Wilson Stadium, Albuquerque High Bulldogs taking on the Sandia Matadors. We're going to pick things up in the second here. The Bulldogs trying to go deep, but Matadors. Caden Ingersoll has the inside and intercepts it nicely just shy of the end zone. And you know what that means. Ron, check this out. Ready?
Yeah. Here we go.
And just wait for it.
He's not going to do what I think he's going to do, is he?
Pose. You see that? 14-7 Sandia. Same quarter, the Bulldogs get their defensive revenge. Roll Betancourt with the interception,
right
but the
to it.
Matadors don't let him get far. Still 14-7 Sandia. Seconds later is where we're going to see some real action. Ready? Bulldogs optimizing on that Sandia turnover. Alberto Lendoros makes it out the pile. Hopped over that defender. Straight into the end zone. And watch this. Ready? Pose. 14 all.
That's the end thing now. Right?
The Matadors would go on to beat the Bulldogs 38-14.
Let's go back to Rio Rancho now. The Rams hosting the Farmington Scorpions. It's senior night for the cheerleaders and players celebrated before the game. Early in the first, Farmington on the jet sweep is Danny Hagstrom, lowering those pads and plowing ahead of the 6-yard line. Rams very much in striking distance, and a few plays later, Santiago Gonzalez does the honors, finishing it off. Rams looking to respond. Quarterback Micah Takahashi downfield. A jump ball is brought in by his receiver Parker Miller, so a big gain, and the drive continues with Takahashi rolling left, but throwing back to his right. Matthew Stegman's wide open for the touch. Later, Rio Rancho again with the ball. Takahashi with the legs, Ruby.
Oh, nice. Run game.
Playing dodgeball in there, dodging defenders.
God. You see it?
He's out of the half-yard line, which sets up this. Takahashi says, I'll keep it and reap it. Up the middle he goes. The Rams offense is rolling tonight. Rio Rancho beating Farmington 26-14.
Switching fields to Milne Stadium as Mia Moore takes on Del Norte. We're going to pick things up in the first here. Knights on defense, throwing it into an empty and open space. Patriots Gage Sellers almost with an interception, settles for an incomplete 0-all. 30 seconds later, Patriots quarterback Salid Rashid goes deep to connect with Benjamin Vidals for a nice setup in the scoring drive there. And we're going to see the same drive now in the red. Patriots Carlos Garcia carries it in for a Mia Moore touchdown. Patriots get on the board first, 7-0. Less than 3 minutes remaining in the first. Patriots looking for a short connect here. Block Knights Dylan Bishop swiftly with that. But the Mia Moore Patriots would take this game, defeating the Del Norte Knights 50-6. And now we turn to Class 5A with the Artesia Bulldogs taking on the Goddard Rockets.
Love these big-time matchups. Artesia coming off a win against rival Roswell, trying to extend a 5-game win streak tonight. We go to the Bulldog Bowl. Artesia trailing 7-0 in the first, but on the option, they pitch it to Bryce Power, which is usually a good idea for this team. Give him the rock. He takes it in for the score. It's 7-all. It's not the actual play we had. All right, tight game in this one. Actually, fairly low scoring for most of the game. But you can see they throw back to Power here off the fake, and he has one man to beat. He does beat the Rockets defender.
Nobody even
Bulldogs extended to 17-7. And then early on in the fourth, Bulldogs from the 25. Who would you give it to? Bryce Power. Good idea. Open field, untouched.
He's so untouched in this game.
Big night for the senior. Artesia goes on to beat Goddard 24-13. Now we go to Roswell. The Coyotes looking to bounce back from that loss to Artesia as they take on the Mayfield Trojans. So we have an early punt return here. Roswell's Nicholas Anaya weaves through the coverage. He's not touched yet until gets inside the 20.
Oh,
By then
nice.
it's too late.
No, yeah, way too late for that.
50-yard touchdown. Barely 3 minutes in,
Nice.
7-0 Coyotes. Later, Coyotes started to drive deep in their own end from the 4. This is Luis Rodriguez with a handoff. Look what he does.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that arm? Did you get away from me? That's what he did, Ron, right here.
Sophomore going 96. Big ones. You're stiff arming me here.
I know, they can't see me, but I was
Roxville would
Heisman,
lead
Heisman.
21-0 after one quarter. Now 28-7 in the second. Coyotes from their own 15. They flip it to the forward motion, but it's picked off.
Oh,
Mayfield's Brody Wilkie returns it for a touchdown. I don't think I've seen that before. Trojans cut it to 28-14, but they will get no closer. Coyotes offense just too strong, and Roswell goes on to defeat Mayfield 52-21.
and some games happening last night. West Mesa taking on El Dorado. We're going to pick things up in the first in this one. The Eagles are going to toss left right here. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Tossing
Here we
left, getting into the hands of Nolan Romero Williams. He has blockers, races down the field for a 65-yard touchdown. The big play gets El Dorado out to a 7-0 lead. Check that out.
Love big plays.
Still in the first, the Mustangs O-line struggling to protect the Eagles. Mac Madrid comes from behind, drops the quarterback for a loss. Nice play by the active Eagles defense. Less than a minute later, Mustangs botch snap turns into another Eagles defensive play. Adam Nagola with the sack that time, and the Eagles D making statements. But here, the opening play of the second quarter, it was Romero Williams again for a 3-yard touchdown. That was his and the Eagles' second touchdown of the game for a 14-0 lead. And El Dorado would defeat West Mesa 31-18.
Also Thursday at Milne, the Rio Grande Ravens taking on the Belen Eagles. Less than 8 minutes left in the second. Eagles QB Gonzalo Cano goes up the middle for a short touchdown. But the Belen offense is rolling, staying in the second quarter. Ravens on offense, but the Eagles, they break through the O-line, get the hands on the quarterback, and Loreno Jaramillo gets the sack in the end zone. What do we call that? We call that a safety. The defense puts the points on the board, continuing some serious momentum. And then with less than a little bit before the half, Belen's Elijah Scafino Viejo splits the defense nicely for a touchdown. Belen taking a commanding 44-0 lead at halftime and defeats Rio Grande 50-12. Yes.
They got on the board, though.